good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sunday night's edition of TMA with the one and only Moobsy. And I'm joined on my right here by Mr. Pidge, Mr. Paul Atkins.
Yes.
How are you, sir? You all right?
I'm all right, mate. It's been a long few 6 days.
Yes, it has been a long few 6 days, and in that time I've almost managed to lose my voice completely. So be prepared, I might go a bit quiet later on. I know you're going to enjoy that.
Oh, God.
Right.
Tell me about it.
Right, we have not got a game to review this week. I have not. Evening Dave, evening Sir Dave.
Sir Dave. And Cheryl.
I reckon
My
that's your dad. Hi, Mum.
It's probably his dad.
Yeah.
Probably watching it.
Oh, man. Right, we've got no game to review this week.
No.
Most put out because I hate the international break.
Oh, God.
Right at the start of the season. Why? Just tell me why do we have to keep doing this?
We're barrel scraping as much as Barca are on transfers. This is how bad the list is. But okay, International Hornets, young man.
International Hornets, right? Well, the one I really wanted to see was Chalobah on Friday night, but Southgate had other ideas, so he didn't get on, which was a bit of a shame. I saw a bit of Austria v Wales last night. And we do have a serious injury concern because after half an hour, Sebastian Brodel is substituted with what looks to be a suspected hamstring injury, which is not what we need right now.
No.
The fact that we've just lost Cathcart, possibly till the new year. Britos is suspended for 3 games. Have we got anyone spare?
Thank God we signed that guy on loan.
Yes, we got the guy on loan, but apparently on international duty, he went up against Amrabat. And Amrabat rinsed him.
I think he's still got him in his pocket, apparently.
Yeah, apparently so. He hasn't been released yet. No. Amrabat, please, if you
please return him.
Please return him. We need him.
Yeah, we definitely need him for Saturday.
So yes, it was. Yeah, international games. I don't like this time of the year. Don't like it at all. So,
Evening, Russell.
Oh, Russell. Hello, Russ. I was only working with you about 2 hours ago.
And also, to add into that injury thing, I know we don't want to sound too doom and gloom, but even Prodil's now pulled up with something. Hopefully that's not serious. Have you heard anything about it? Because I've been fishing for the news here. Even looking, waiting for Dave Quick to post something, but it just hasn't reached me with Prodil.
I've got to be honest, I don't think we're going to hear nothing until probably maybe tomorrow or Tuesday.
Get a scan or anything. So just keep checking TMA and we'll look that up. Obviously, the other forms will be looking at that as well.
I'll be hunting down social media as well because that is very worrying because we do need some centre backs fit and available for Southampton.
Well, thank God we signed Ziegler as well. He looks an absolute quality player. I haven't seen loads of him, but from what I've been told and from what I've seen from obviously the other media outlets and stuff like that, he looks the real deal. I can't wait to see him.
Hello, Lucy. Yes, she's asking for a shout out. She's just got one.
Yeah.
But I just feel we just need some experienced ones. Maybe Cabaselli's going to come in for that one. Mariappa might come in as well. We have got him as backup. I have forgotten about him.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they're the two that I've seen. I haven't actually heard Amrabat as well. I don't know how many of the others got on who actually went off.
Carrillo played well for Peru. Apparently, he had a good, solid game. So that keeps him ticking over. It keeps the fitness well for Saturday. No injury, which is a blessing, especially when Amrabat's now gone on loan. But I said that on Thursday. I said if he goes on loan, once we get Carrillo, he'll probably go on loan because he's not going to get much.
Yeah, it was looking odd that he was going to leave the club, whether it was on loan or it was on a permanent.
It's a shame because I've lasted him the last couple of weeks, but it's a shame he's gone. But I think it was the right move for him. So
yeah, I think it is. I think he just needs to get himself going again, and hopefully maybe he might actually want to favour and move back to Spain. I think that's possibly what could be in the pipeline for him. So.
I think he knew the writing was on the wall if we were going to get new players. Because we've just got better players. It's not the fact that we want him good riddance or anything like that.
It's just we've just gone and signed a high calibre of player,
Champions League worthy player,
and he's not Amrabat, isn't that? He's the step down. So
well, he is, and that's not managing to be too hard. Right, let's touch on this Sinclair business.
Yeah,
because you've watched that mini documentary that I know Dave posted up, and I've got wind of it about his agent or something. You can elaborate on it because
yes, I can. Just before we do elaborate on that one, you've got to say hello to someone.
Yes, Hello, Father.
Get that
Right,
one in.
Dion Hornet. He's God knows how many generation Hornet. He's a massive Hornet fan. So hello, Dad. He will. I'll keep him quiet now for that.
That's good. That's good. Well done, son. Good evening, Colin. Good evening. Lovely to see you.
Colin.
What's the news? Russ, the quick news on Cathcart is, as far as we know, he buggered his knee up, and I've got a sneaky feeling they haven't named him in the squad because he could be out probably till the new year with it. So they're probably thinking that just don't even bother. We'll get someone. We can name someone else because they can actually in January do a revised squad list.
Yeah, and also we clear that up as well with Zarate? It probably means Zarate will come in for Amrabat's place, but just I will keep you informed about that. Yeah. That is, a lot of people have said that. So it looks like that's going to happen. Zarate will come in for Amrabat.
Yeah, I would have thought so. That's pretty certain.
But Cathcart, I'm gutted for Cathcart. I really am, because I
think everyone is. I don't think there's one person who's delighted Cathcart's not there, because he is a fantastic centre back. He can play well. He can play the balls on the floor. Wins headers. Wins challenges. He can score the odd goal here and there. And for him to come back after the injury ravaged last season, you just thought, he's over.
Give the lad a break.
Yeah, get him fit. He's like Tommy Oburn. How many more injuries is he going to get?
I love Tommy Oburn. It's brilliant.
We all love him. We all love him. We all want to see him play, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen for a little while.
No, we've just got better players. It's not being harsh on him again. No. It's the same with Northern. Well, I love. I think both of them are good players, but we just got better players now.
Yep. Yeah, we have indeed. So, right, getting back to what we were going to say.
Yep.
The Jerome Sinclair saga.
Yeah, go on.
I've been at home watching a video of Sheffield United on transfer deadline day. Now, I thought the other week Jerome Sinclair had actually gone on loan. I was completely wrong. On transfer deadline day, he spent the best part of the day sitting at Watford's training ground. He was at the training ground.
Did he post something on Instagram or something as well?
I think he might have done. I haven't got him on Instagram.
I think I have.
And they were Sheffield United were trying to work out where he was, because he was due. He was due up at Sheffield United to sign the paperwork, and that was it. It was all done and dusted. Yeah. Everything was agreed. Everything was in place. The season-long loan. All of a sudden, his agent got involved, and the tide turned. All of a sudden, they wanted more. He wanted more. He wanted more assurances on stuff. They were still, at the time, Sheffield United was still hopeful after speaking to him on the phone directly, trying to get him to come up to Sheffield, which did actually happen, because it turns out he ended up getting on the train, went all the way to Sheffield, and sat at Sheffield train station.
He got left at Sheffield train station.
He got left at Sheffield train station because his agent could not decide what was best for him. To either stay and fight for his place at Watford, or go off on loan for the whole season and get a load of games under your belt in a good league. And I am just baffled as to why his agent done what he did.
Look,
he's cost him big time.
From looking outside in, you'll probably agree with this as well. It's a no-brainer. He's not going to get in the side unless there's a big injury crisis. Even with an injury crisis last season, he never got in.
No, and we've got
a better squad this season. Yeah. And that's not being, like I said, once again, it's not being asked. But you go to Sheffield United, they're in the Championship, they've got a good manager who improves players, and he's proven in the last two clubs he's done that. You go to a manager like that, you play, like you said, you play games in the Championship, and you get experience. He's only 20.
Yep, exactly.
The agent wanted more money.
That's that's what it looked like.
Is that Sinclair, or is that the agent?
I think it's the agent. It's the agent. Sinclair seems to be ready to go. Then all of a sudden, his agent's putting the
Colin, I do agree, mate. Oh, cheers, Jay. 95, 96 again, mate.
Chris will answer that question shortly. What part do you see Deeney playing this season?
Yeah, we will cover that, mate. Definitely. I would definitely want to touch on that.
Yes. So now it looks like. This is the other thing I need to clear up. Has the loan window for the lower league clubs disappeared now?
No, I think there's emergency loans. I think that still goes.
Right.
I think it still applies.
Right, so who knows? The Jerome Sinclair's deal might get resurrected for an emergency loan.
I really do hope for his sake.
He needs to, otherwise he needs to sack his agent, as far as I'm concerned.
Just just games.
Yeah,
you know.
just get games.
Right,
You know.
I heard a Kaka.
Yeah,
where moved to Wolves last week.
Where did this come from? I do not understand where this rumour suddenly shot out from.
I actually am glad he did.
I am
because
all.
it gives us 3 central strikers to work with.
It does give us 3 central strikers.
And 3 different central strikers.
Yeah,
3 different ways
they've all got different calibre. They bring their own
unique play, and we can switch play 2 or 3 times. You know, there's different ways of playing.
Evening, Kev, son. Hello, mate. Cheers, sir.
Yeah, it does exist, Chris. That's what I was thinking, mate. So, like you said, the resurrection of this loan move for him, hopefully, should go ahead. I'm hoping anyway.
I'm hoping it does as well. He does need to go out on loan and get some game time. Otherwise, he's just going to fall away like other players have in the past.
Kevin, you know we are the best looking, mate.
Exactly.
And we include young Dino in that as well.
Yes.
You know, when he has a shave.
Yes, when he has a shave and a haircut. He's actually banished this time.
I'll make sure he has a shave for Thursday. All right. He scrubs up well, honestly. Moobs told me. So we are the best looking duo.
Yes, we are.
Batman and Robin.
Yep, indeed.
We've got Catwoman over there.
Yeah. Love it. Catwoman's in the building.
Right, before we go on any more first team things, there's a couple of things, and I'm looking at it now, so excuse this as well. We lost, the ladies lost 1-0, I said we, but what as a Watford. Lost 1-0 to Yeovil today.
Unlucky.
But we've signed 2 Welsh internationals, apparently, for the ladies. I want to try and expose the news of the ladies as much as we can.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we've got to pick up the ladies because the ladies football is now taking off. So no one can ignore it anymore. The women's football game is growing, and it's growing big. So we'll big them up.
Yeah, 2 well-experienced Welsh internationals apparently. Let's grab this. I'm going to grab this.
Just going to say a quick hello.
Yeah, go on.
Evening, Mark, son, up in MK. Hello, mate.
Mr. Mark in the MK.
If you're going to Southampton next week, let us know, son. I'll see you down there.
Yeah, mate. Okay, so Welsh international Laura May Walkley signs for the ladies team. She's experienced Welsh international. The other one is who have we got? International defender, right? Kelly McCarthy. She's another Welsh international defender. She's played for Millwall and Fulham, and been captain of the Chelsea side, and played for England at under 23 level.
Now, I didn't actually see this one get announced because it was she had the Chelsea shirt on it, so I did sort of pick up on that. But wow, that's actually
Chelsea captain as well.
That's 2 pretty good signings, I reckon. So definitely be keeping an eye on the ladies' team this year. In more ways than one, possibly. Who knows what might come of that?
That's it. It's definitely ticket prices are rising.
Exactly, ticket prices are definitely on the up. But yeah, no, it's fantastic for the ladies' game. Watford now seem to be taking the women's one more seriously because they're signing like the men's team, like our team. We've signed a higher calibre player, and now the women's team have got the money to sign a higher calibre player. So that means they really do want to go to the next level.
Proves that the women's game, especially for the Watford team, people are starting to notice we're not a little club anymore, both at both levels now.
Exactly.
And we're signing ex-Chelsea captains as well now.
Yeah.
And
we're coming out
internationals.
We're coming out of the doldrums. We're showing everyone who we really are. So.
Both sides of the coin. Brilliant. So well done, the ladies. Unlucky today.
Yeah, unlucky.
But they're getting there. So we'll keep reporting on them, keep exposing all the signings and the games, and give the lineups and all that lot. And I know Dave always posts the stuff, so this is a shout out once again. We always say thank you everyone who posts, but cheers Dave for all the updates of the women's.
Yeah, cheers Dave. You kept me going last 36, 48 hours.
David Horseman has left for Bristol City, and he was an ex-Bristol City trainee.
I
didn't know too much about David, but it's sad to see him go because apparently he was he'd done a lot of good at Watford.
Yes, I think. Well, I think that could
he's gone back to his roots.
He's gone back to his roots, but could that also be the fact that it's family reasons why he's come back?
Yeah,
I think that could also be it as well. I'm just sort of wondering if he was commuting between Bristol and Watford.
We won the League Two under-18s
a
year ago for Watford as well.
Yeah, so
he's carried on that success in the youth. It only bodes well for us in the coming years. So I'll shout out to David there. So well done, mate. Good luck at Bristol anyway. You've worked hard for us, mate. So well done. Yeah. That's a shame. There's another one gone. So there's a couple of
had a couple of exits, but I'm sure if the people who are going to come in and replace are going to be able to take it further.
Just take it on the next level.
Take it on,
do it. Yeah, definitely.
raise it up a level, or 2, or 3, or 4,
yeah,
5, or 6.
Yeah, we got him from Bristol City. He's gone back. He's gone back, Mark, so it's a shame.
He's played snakes and ladders. He's gone down the ladder.
Yeah.
I know,
Throw the dice.
Yeah, throw the dice, see what happens. So,
right, apparently all the rumours saying about Fessy, it's a shame he never got him back. I was gutted.
I was going to say, this rumour started circulating whilst you guys were live on Thursday, and I couldn't get head nor tail of it. I couldn't work it out for the life of me. I kept refreshing Twitter. I couldn't
kept beeping on my phone. I kept looking over it.
And I could not work out what it was. And then it was only Friday morning when someone said, "By the way, we nearly re-signed Fessy."
Yeah. I
was like, "Hey, hang on. Well, how did that not happen?" So,
how much do you reckon if we would have bought? I think if Lukaku had went, we would have signed Fessy. We would have had a decent stab at getting Fessy back.
Yeah,
I think we would have done.
Yeah, I think we would have done. And I think, they said they wanted 2 players at the time. The rumor was they wanted 2 players, and we were going to get 1.
Yeah.
So maybe it was Ben Watson. There was rumored that was meant to be in part of the loan deal. Maybe he didn't want to go.
No.
And maybe Success, or he could have been Success and turned around and said, "You know what, I don't want to go and play for Sheffield Wednesday."
It's good. Personally, I think it's a good club to play for.
It is. It is
Ben
fantastic.
Hull would have been very good to play for.
It's a bit strange on transfer deadline day that both Sheffield clubs have dealings with Watford and nothing comes off.
That's a bit weird.
That is a little bit weird.
You don't assume that they're interlinked, but it is a bit weird when you look back at it that way. In hindsight, it's like
it sounds a bit dodgy in my opinion. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Come January, something could get resurrected again. We just have to wait and see.
Well, how do you reckon? Right, let's go back. Let's go on to this Deeney business. Then, how do you reckon he'll fit in?
I see him playing more than what he's played already. We know he's been injured.
Yeah.
We know he missed pre-season, so no one can really have a go at him for that.
No.
It wasn't his fault. He had 90 minutes against Bristol City, which turned out to be a complete disastrous game, which we won't go back to because it just blatantly annoyed me. And then he got the last 5 minutes against Brighton, which possibly if we could have kept 11 men on the pitch, he might have probably got maybe 15, 20 minutes at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But for me, I still see Deeney. He's still our number one. He's still he's my number one in my book because I absolutely love him to bits.
Yeah. He's got a massive part to play.
He has got a massive part to play,
no doubt.
Even though Silva loves the one playing the one central striker up top, there's going to be a game where maybe Andre Gray is not up to it, or possibly he might pick up a knock. He won't be able to play, and that's when Deeney and Lukaku will step in. We've got that. We've got it in our locker now to rotate them round.
And a selection headache.
And it is a selection headache, and I think maybe that's what Silva's thinking. I've got a selection headache already. He's got selections all over the pitch.
I said to you earlier, each one of them brings a different style of play. And
exactly.
we can adapt to it depending on the opposition and depending on how the game's going as well.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I still see Deeney as a focal point of the team. He's still the club captain. He's not been stripped of the armband, which they've made pretty clear. Excuse me, I'm gradually losing my voice. This is not good.
Beverage.
I will be shortly. So for me, he's going to stay, and he's still going to play a part, and he's going to play a big part, I think. So that's my thinking on it.
Yeah, he's a big player. Like I say, it'll really depend, all three of them, depending on form, who we're playing, how the game's going. And it'll just, throughout the whole season, it's a welcome thing because we get a mini injury crisis. We've got 3 strikers to call, central strikers to call up. Exactly. And it's how you play the 3 up front. Technically, we've got 3 up front. It's how you play them. Yeah,
it's how you play the 3 up front, and it's also how you want to line up. Do you get to a stage in the game where you need both Deeney and Lukaku on the pitch as well as Andre Gray? Do you really go down that route? Well,
there's times we can have all 3 one game. Very rare, but I think
it could happen if we need to go for something. Then I could see just unleash the
2-1 down with 5 minutes to go or so, or 10 minutes to go or so. And,
I can imagine that defenders suddenly just realise who's coming on the pitch. Oh God, we've got to work hard.
Immediately you see those strikers coming on. They're good players. It starts the crowd up. If the crowd are a
Exactly.
bit down or a bit despondent, it starts them up, it builds onto the pitch, and it just gives them an extra impetus to push forward.
Yeah.
And especially with two lumps up front, and you've got Gray running off the shoulder of the last defender.
Exactly.
It's going to be a nightmare.
It is going to cause them a lot of problems.
The goalkeeper, he is a. Yeah,
all we know is Mark. He's the Greek number 1. That's all we know. And I've got a feeling that they are playing Belgium tonight. I think they're about to kick off, or they have kicked off. So, be interesting to see how he does. Whether he gets completely and utterly destroyed like the Gibraltar goalkeeper did.
He's a direct competition, just like Ziegler is on the left with Holbass. He's direct competition with Gomez, and that can only be a good thing. That's why we sent Karate Boy off on loan.
Yeah, which I was jumping for joy about when I saw that come up.
Yeah, I don't want to slag him off too much, but anyone who does a crane kick at Wembley in the semi-final FA Cup doesn't really inquire me to big him up.
When you're actually allowed to use your hands and you decide to try and kick it out in the top corner.
But he's a very good player. Greek number 1, and he's direct. Like I say, he's direct competition, and Gomez will have a headache, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing because he will know he's on his toes. Last 2 years of his contract, it can put pressure on him.
Yeah, I think he knows. I think
it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think. I still think Gomez is going to play.
Oh no, Gomez is number 1, but
yeah,
for you're looking for at least this season, possibly next season. He's going to have some real competition, and he hasn't had it.
I think I can see possibly next season is when the transition's going to come. I can see that. That's how I see it panning out.
I think he's building him up for next season.
Yeah, even though we've signed him on a season-long loan, I think they've already said to him, "Look, you're going to be number 1. Just ride it out this season."
He's one World Cup because we know he's direct competition for Gomez. Who you and you guys, the best 2 combination where they've had, like I've said, Ben Foster and Richard Lee.
Oh, you just took that one.
Bardson and Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Other ones, I mean, Miller, to be fair, had Perry Digweed. So that wasn't even, I don't think he even was a keeper, was he? I'd rather have Perry Suckling trying to push him for the number 1 position.
Well, I'd say
who's been another decent, because this is a decent goalkeeping 2, and Bertram as well, to be fair. But the goalkeeping 2, can we name another decent goalkeeping 2 that pushed on? I have my Chamberlain Bardson.
I'm probably going to get slaughtered for this, but were Tony Cohn and Steve Sherwood at the same time, or were they?
Oh God!
Or was that a bit different? Was I my couple of seasons out with those 2? Anyone want to try and chip in and help me there? That'd be great.
James came after Coton, James was there just at the Coton's last year. Mel Reese and Coton. Mel Reese weren't a bad keeper.
No, he weren't. Chamberlain and Day.
No, good shout. Yeah, Coton and Mel Reese. And you had James, but who else? Who's number 2 to James when James was number 1? I never remembered another keeper because after James was left, we got Perry Suckling.
Exactly. Should we go to the person in the corner?
Yeah.
See if he knows.
Dino, search that up, mate.
What's that?
1991. Find out who's number 2 to David James. Yeah, mate. We were all revealed.
We are hot on it. We've got the people working in the background.
He's on it like a car bonnet. So we'll find out who was number 2. If you guys can find out as well, find out who was number 2. Coton took over from Sherwood. That's a good combination. Yeah, he did take over.
Fantastic. So
right, and also find the number 2 and also top 3 keepers of all time at Watford. Silky Williams, Tony Coton.
Right, okay, I'll get right.
Chamberlain.
Okay, I'm going to go Alec Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Tony Coton. And I'm going to stick my neck on the line. Ben Foster.
Yeah.
I think he was a top keeper. Even though he was lobbed by Paul Robinson at that time.
Pat Jennings.
Oh,
Jesus, my dad's going to slaughter me now because
you are going to get slaughtered.
Me and him still argue who's better at the time when he was at Watford. I think Pat Jennings was a better keeper overall in his career, but Coton was still my number 1. And then it was, and also Pat Jennings. I forgot about Pat Jennings, but Silky Williams.
Yeah.
Silky Williams. It's just what I've been told from my granddad years ago.
Yeah,
like that, so.
You had it passed down to you, generation to generation.
I'm surprised he wasn't in the top trumps. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Silky
Yeah, that's not in
Tim
top.
Holton was.
Yeah,
Holton, yeah.
Anyone from Top Trumps watching, please rectify.
Yeah, but Silky Williams.
Yeah,
damn you. Or Mike Walker as well as another one.
Yeah, it'd be very much appreciated.
Yeah,
so,
Mike Walker's another decent people we had.
He was actually.
But Perry Digweed wasn't. So anyone says that is wrong. We value your opinions, but not Perry, not anyone who likes or who's it? Steve Cherry, another one.
Blimey.
That was Kevin Miller. Was it mid-90s? You had Miller. Pat Jennings was also yes, he was.
Jennings, current number one though. Yeah, current number one, definitely for me.
But you could anyone could throw Gomez in the top three, and you couldn't argue.
No, exactly. You can throw Gomez in as much as you want because he has been fantastic.
Been
you can even say Manuel Almunia. You know,
purely on the penalty save in the semi-final.
Yeah,
I'll give him that.
Purely on that.
He's number two for that.
he's number two for the back just for the penalty save
Wasn't
against
he
1-8
for an assist in that thing? How many touches?
Hang on. Right, I'll work this out. So he saved it. Cassetti cleared it. Anya pulled it down. Or did I just miss someone? I can't remember. No, Anya pulled it down. Yeah. Passed it on to
Forestieri.
Forestieri legged it down the flank. Flicked it over, Hogg, and then... Yeah. And then
it's an assist for Almunia.
Yeah, it's an assist for Almunia. He did actually get a bonus that day.
Now, Eric Steele, yes. Good shout. Eric Steele. Yes, young man. Yes, very good keeper.
Well done.
There we are.
Was goalkeeper 91.
Got it. Well done, Mark.
Well done, Mark. I knew that man would come up with the
answer. We'll get 90, 91 anyway. I've asked Steve for 90, 91. Right. This
by the end of the podcast as well.
Yeah. Well, this young kid, Jaden, who went to Dortmund, 10 million. They said, I bet you regretted going to Man City for 500,000. Well, not really, because he's now taken over from Dembele at Dortmund. So
this is a bit,
we couldn't keep him. Let me just clear this up. We couldn't keep this kid because Man City went after him, and at the time, now I don't think we'll compete with Man City holding on to the youngsters, especially in those days. Especially 2 or 3 years ago, we wouldn't.
2 or 3 years ago, when the Pozzos first took over, they tried their hardest because to keep hold of players by sending them off to Italy.
He wasn't bad advice because now he's over in Dortmund.
Yeah. So
and that's what they're very well known to looking after their kids and nurturing them.
And I think at the time his head was turned by the fact it was Manchester City.
Well, wouldn't you though? I mean,
yeah, exactly. They had all the, they were having the world class facilities built. And it was a case of come to us, come and play here. We'll give you this, we'll give you that.
As much as you'd love Watford, you would get seduced by that type of.
Yeah, you would. So
your own mini stadium, your own living quarters, everything. It's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And when I've been up to see Manchester, I've seen their facilities. It's magnificent.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah, and the fact, and also we can also see it as a good thing because it proves that a player out of Watford's academy has gone on and made the step up.
Tony Miola. Yeah.
Tony Miola. There we go. We got it. Yeah, and he's made the step up. And a club in Europe, a top European club, has recognised that. So no matter where he goes, he knows he started out at Watford. We know he started out at Watford.
It's going to be good for us anyway because he'll nurture him into putting in internationals.
We just might have to pay 50 million to get him back. But who knows?
Yeah. Oh God! There we go.
Yeah.
But do you think Shalabar is going to see any of the game on tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. I think it's Tuesday. I don't know why I keep this is tomorrow night.
Please don't confuse me with
I think there's more chance of him seeing Malta. That's not him being asked. I thought there's more chance of him seeing the Malta game.
Yeah, I think Sterling done himself no favours on Friday night, which will put Peter Shalabar coming on. Do I see him getting some games on? I think it depends on what the scoreline is at the time of the game. If you want to give him 20 minutes, then England need to be in a position where they are in control of the game and they're not going to suddenly lose control. So maybe they need to be 2-0 up, possibly 3-0 up or 3-1 up for that to happen. I hope he does get the international nod. I really hope he gets the game because he does deserve it.
Yeah.
But if not, we've got, it's then a chance for him to come back and work on stuff, push on again, put in the performances, because we've got another international break just in a couple of months' time. So who knows, if he doesn't get it tomorrow, he'll probably get it on the next round of games. So
yeah, I still think, I've always said he'll go to the World Cup.
Yeah.
I'm certain that as long as he keeps injury free, keeps ticking over, the way he's doing at the moment, he'll get in England World Cup squad.
Yeah,
we've pretty much nailed him. We're going to get there anyway.
I agree with what Ian Wright and Paul Ince said on Friday night in regards to the England squad.
Yeah,
there's at least 12 places that are already guaranteed. 12 players are already guaranteed to go. It's the rest of those places that are up for grabs. Now, you pull your socks up and you get working, you're going to get in. So that's what Shalabar's got to do. Keep working, keep going, keep putting in the performances. If you get a knockback, just bounce back straight away. And then, who knows?
I like Colin's theory about 60th minute sub appearance. That'd be brilliant if he gets that.
Maybe 60 or 70 minutes.
It depends on the game. Depends on how the game pans out.
It depends on how the game's going, and if we've had to take anyone off through injury, which I hope we don't. But we will see. But it would be nice to see him play.
Right, one of my favourite ever Watford players, Zuniga. I love the guy. No, I don't. Apparently, Napoli are claiming that we owe them money after season-long loan. Shall we just reiterate? When it says with an option to buy, it doesn't mean we're going to buy him. So we don't owe him money. I've
read that article, and
we're not paying solely on his Man United performance.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is really good, by the way.
Yeah,
we're not. The rest of the time he let people like Zabaleta get in and score against us and stuff. So
yeah, and I think there's. I'm sure it's possibly the Italian press trying to stir it up.
Yeah.
Because for me, a loan is a
loan. 2 million or so, and apparently it's about 2 million.
Yeah, it's about £2 million. But Lazio are claiming, no, not Lazio, Napoli. Yeah. They are claiming that he played the required amount of games in total to trigger the permanent transfer.
See, now, we turned around and said it's an option. They're turning around and saying no, it was a contractual agreement, like you said, where you play a certain number of games and then you'll have to buy it.
Yeah,
we're digging our ears and saying no. We had him on loan, and then if we wanted to buy him, we'll buy him at the end of the season.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's so. I think someone somewhere they've got their wires crossed, but I'm going with the theory that we done him with a loan with a view to buying him.
That sounds more.
And we decided no.
See,
which was the correct thing to do.
The only time I hear a clause going on where you pay so much is the appearances when you've already bought a player. You pay in instalments, so you say 20 appearances and you pay an extra $1 million.
Exactly. So. Yeah, you've got to fork out for that.
Or when they play well and score against Man United, you pay the $2 million. That's obviously what they thought.
Exactly.
Or they don't watch the Premier League because I certainly didn't see Zuniga play a lot of the time either.
No, he just come on for cameo appearances and
he just went on.
They were just used.
Here's Zuniga.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was in the end. At some point, they're saying in some games there's no point putting him on.
So skillful.
Yeah, so skillful. Honestly, never seen any good ball away so much worse than Watson.
Blimey, he's the midfield equivalent of Jamie Morley.
Please don't get down that.
Is he really up that? No, he is actually. There you go. So with that will all be ongoing, and if we find out any more, or like we say, if Dave Quick finds out any more, we'll let you know. So I really do. I just think, like you said, I just think we said an option to buy. They've got the ump because they thought it was an appearance thing. Someone's got the wires crossed.
Yeah, I think they all need to go back and reread the contract.
Yeah,
because it's strange that like Zuniga hasn't even come out and said, "Well, I'm meant to be at Watford and I'm not."
Well, he's not actually turned up at pre-season training here, so that gives you a clue in itself.
Yeah, unless he's just been told to sit in Napoli and wait.
Hang on, this shirt's not blue.
Yeah,
this shirt's not yellow.
Yeah,
that one is.
Yeah, this one is. Anyone else going to say? Guess what year this one is?
Yeah, guess what year is that one? Guess what year is this one?
I think someone already. Jay guessed your one already.
That one then.
It's this one.
Do it anyway. Just don't look at the comment section.
Yeah, don't cheat. You're all not allowed to cheat.
We don't like cheaters in here. We don't like Cathcarts. We don't like knockouts.
Yeah, knockout. It's not like Cathcart.
No, you might cheat at FIFA.
You're going to get one.
Yeah. No, that's FIFA. I've heard he cheats on FIFA.
Yeah, so answer on the postcard. What season was this one? It was a good season as well. It was a good season.
Right, let's skim over the new signings again and see if they're...
Right.
We did say if they're successes, or thing, well, we're going to say if they're really bad, we'll call them Dyers. They're Dyer. Kieran Dyer.
They're Lloyd Dyer.
Lloyd Dyer, yes, the Lloyd Dyer.
Lloyd Dyer.
Yeah, but not Kieran Dyers. They're just not injured and useless. They're just useless.
Yeah, they are useless and full of deluded.
I don't think we've never had it. I think all of our signings have not been Lloyd Dyers.
No,
they've all been really good signings.
They've all been really good.
The one that did leave is definitely Lloyd Dyer. Is Mario Suarez.
Yeah.
But we touched upon that. We actually just said they're either successes or Sinigers.
Yeah, and that was
just part of the name. That's it.
The problem with Mario Suarez was he took too long to settle. In this day and age, you can't have months and months and months and months to settle. All right, you're coming in January.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you've been brought in because you're being brought in to do a job straight away.
Yeah, fit in straight away, yeah.
And he didn't. He did not fit in at all, and it was...
Okay, we can say a lot of the players that after the season sort of slowed down, but
he more than slowed down. He didn't even get going.
We knew it's like Gerardo. As much as, and I know we all, including me, lambasted him, but he was a very, very good player when he came.
Yes, he was.
It didn't work out for him.
It didn't work out for him, but a lot of the time he also hogged the ball and didn't cross it when he was meant to as well.
Apart from that.
Yeah, apart from that, which annoyed a few others. Dini Nagano in particular, at one point. So did throw that towards out and cram at him. Yeah, by a natural winger, he still can't cross it.
He was a Lloyd Dyer.
He was a Lloyd
Dyer.
Dyer.
Both were, but certainly Mario Suarez.
So, a bit of a strange one.
But the signings, it's been good. We've strengthened in the right places now. Looking at the three we've got, and apparently we're number one in a couple of papers that have looked at how we backed our managers.
I was actually going to say that. I believe it was the Telegraph or the Independent was one of them.
The Telegraph one, I think.
Yeah, the Telegraph. After I was going to say the Telegraph have done that after what they've done to us, stitching us up with that article and the letter and everything.
They're starting to trying to.
Yeah. So
massage it out.
I was going to say maybe they're trying to smooth that one over. And
I think £4 million to smooth it over.
Yeah, £4 million. Cheers, guys. We appreciate it. Thumbs up. And it's and I think even some of the pundits have even said that we have spent well and we've recruited well and we've gone for the positions we needed to strengthen him. It's a shame. I know we go back to it. It's the Brighton game. It is a shame we did not have the new signing in time for that game because he would have played.
Yeah.
And we would have kept him on the pitch, but we're not going back to that.
All ifs and buts. But it's true, though. It's true, though. We had Ziegler back then. But you look at it, and I know you could compare it. You look at last season's summer transfer window to this one. We strengthened much better this summer.
Yes, we did.
Because now we can play a back three, we can play a back four. Last season, we got rid of players and we panicked. We had to buy right back. And we didn't have any other options apart from Yamat. Because he then tried to play wing backs, and then when he tried to play back four, we ended up having, because Yamat was made of glass a lot of the time, we ended up having Cathcart on the right back. He's a good centre back, but he's a horrendous right back.
Yeah,
because he's got no pace.
Yeah, Cathcart is not a fullback.
Well, look what Antonio did to him at West. When
we
played West Ham, he got absolutely murdered.
Yeah, until we decided to fuck our ideas up.
That's not Cathcart's fault. He's been put in that position.
He's been put out there for a reason, and unfortunately it didn't work. But the manager didn't see it like that. He kept doing it and doing it and doing it.
But looking at this one, we strengthened in the right areas. We can play more adaptable. We're more adaptable in our formations than we are last season because we've strengthened in key areas where we needed it, and also overly strengthened in certain other places like midfield.
Exactly. For the next game, I would actually like to see if he is fit, Pereira and Richarlison tear down the left flank.
Or
And
not, then Carrillo.
Yeah, and Carrillo. Just to see who caps themselves first out of the fullbacks for Southampton. Because either way, they're going to get absolutely bombarded with pace.
Right, we're going to speak about. We'll speak about it in detail on. We did do it today anyway. We'll speak about it in detail on Thursday. But
yeah,
2-1, 2-1 or 1-0 Watford.
Yeah, I think there is going to be goals in this. Southampton at the moment is still pretty much struggling to score.
I think we'll go 1-0 up. They'll equalise and then we'll score. We'll score the winner.
Yeah,
2-1.
it could happen, or we're just going to go straight into a 2-goal lead, sit back, and then let them score in the 90th minute. Which will
still be 2-1.
Yeah,
so,
still be 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be a 2-1. It could be a 2-1. It could be a 3-1. But we've got plenty of confidence going into that game. We've started well. We've been playing well. The players have already adapted to Silver Star. We're not still looking and thinking, oh, hang on a minute, he's not up to scratch. He's not up to scratch. They're all up to scratch with it.
Plenty of options,
exactly.
especially going forward.
And the difference between last season and this season is that we have got so much more variety. We can call upon other players if he wants to change the system around. I know everyone says it, but Capoue sitting on the bench, that's not a bad thing,
We look at, like I say, Bournemouth, the last away game. Look at the bench. I mean, even at the home game, but look at the bench we can put out now.
Yeah.
And that's with 2 or 3, 4, 5 players still out injured.
Exactly. We've got that calibre now.
Strength and depth now.
Yeah, it is strength and depth, and I think that's what Silva highlighted when he turned up. He was like, "We haven't got enough players in this area." So,
Very satisfying.
For me, I wouldn't be surprised if he names like 5, not strikers, but attacking-minded players. On the bench, because you're going to have your goalkeeper.
Yep.
And you'll have one defender.
I can't wait to see Ziegler. I love Holgate. I can't wait to see him. He's quality.
Makes me think Ziegler's probably going to be on the bench and on a start. But if he gets booked, he'll be hauled straight off.
Yeah, but is it straight red's free match, 2 yellows? I thought 2 yellows were free match.
No, 2 yellows is only a 1. But it can. Good. But there is a little twist to it because if you're on a yellow and you do another crazy foul, the ref has actually the right to give you a straight red.
Right. Okay.
So you can actually get a straight. Yeah. Then it becomes a free.
Right. Got it.
But if you get 2 yellows and the red, it's 1. So.
No, it's a shame. Watson didn't go to. Was it? I said Cardiff. I said Cardiff would have been a perfect fit for him.
Cardiff and Forest were sniffing around him.
Yeah.
But
I preferably would have made him go to Cardiff purely because they're on form at the moment and working with Warnock. I know he's not everyone's favourite, but I think he's still a class manager at that level.
Yeah, I think
it's probably the best at that level.
I think the other thing with Watson, I think the other thing with Watson is he doesn't want to leave the London area,
right?
Because he's London born. He's played for Palace. Come through for Crystal Palace. And I think that's possibly the reason that scuppered Forestieri coming back. Was because he didn't want to go up north.
Yeah. So he did play for Wigan.
Yeah, but he had his whole family up there.
True, yeah.
And I think the fact it's only a loan, he's saying, well, hang on a minute, have I still got community?
Got to uproot.
I don't want to uproot and this and that.
Permanent would be a different story.
Exactly.
He should have been permanent.
Yeah.
He's been great servant for us, but he should have been permanent because he plays football.
Yeah, he's no longer.
He's not going to get in this side. Same with Sinclair. He ain't going to get in this side.
No.
Certainly not at the moment. And Watson and Sinclair, how many times did they play last season?
Well, for me, I was...
Not many.
I was actually quite baffled by why we signed Sinclair last season. Mazzari was clear when he signed him, this player is one for the future, he's got a great prospect. Well, you played him in the cup game against Burton Albion, he showed you what you can do. 24 hours later, you farmed him off on loan to Birmingham City.
That's a shame, because I was singing his praises as well.
I think something somewhere went horribly wrong. I don't know if he could have gone down to Moan. and got told Sling Rook.
They could have just pushed it the wrong way, and he's obviously big. Oh, also, before we go back on, we won a game against Millwall 4-2 behind closed doors.
Yes, behind closed doors, yes. And that was actually very good because it marked the return of Mario Zarate.
And Success scored 2.
Yeah, and Success scored 2, so it was a success.
That was a success.
It was a success.
And Isaac's success. Isaac was a success in that game.
Yes, he was in that game. Yeah, I think that's good. I think they will. I think there could be a couple more like that coming up for Zarate to build him back up.
That's very good news. When I heard about Zarate was playing in that game, I was like, oh, brilliant. And he's very, very quick. He is through his schedule. Well, I mean, look at Ibrahimovic for United. Look, he's doing karate kicks already. You know,
he is Zlatan, and he does claim to be God, so he probably thinks he's in.
Well, he's got the fitness of a god. So it's Zarate, to be honest. Look how quickly he's managed to get back. I mean, 9 months. A lot of people.
Well, yeah, what is it? He's done it in
5-6 months.
You're doing March.
So 6
February,
March.
March. February, March. So yeah, he's been out for about 6 months.
It's bloody quick. I don't think it's bloody quick considering he's playing now.
Mm.
I mean, okay, it's not full first team level, but he's still on a pitch kicking a ball.
Yeah,
exactly. And when they said pre-season, he was doing slow training, and that was very encouraging. I hope Pereira eventually gets this. He hasn't had much luck. I feel sorry for that guy. It's frustrating. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, it is very.
And we just think like, I'll give up with him, sort of thing. You get that attitude from us.
Yeah.
We don't, but you sort of think, can't we ever get a break with some of these?
Exactly.
Like Kafka, Pereira. You know, all right, Zarate it was a serious injury, but we haven't seen him come back and fingers crossed, not get injured again. But
I think if he got injured again, I'd dread to see what he'd be like.
Oh, so God. It's positive. It's positive. But nice little run out. Graham Capoue scored as well.
Yep. Yeah, I think that'll do Andre Grayson confidence as well because he's not found the net yet. He could have found the net on a couple of occasions.
It's another bedding in for the players.
It's another
fantastic idea.
So I think I reckon that was probably preempted.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, we will wait and see who goes in the matchday squad this weekend. And who comes back from international duty knackered and who can possibly still walk more than 5 yards without saying I'm hurt.
Yeah, we'll delve into a lot of news and just give some updates on Thursday about that.
Yeah, I think the Prodal one is the big one. No, the way he walked off last night, it didn't look good.
Mm.
He walked off he walked off normally. But you could just see the reaction on his face. He was not happy.
Yeah.
He was pretty darn furious. So hopefully the Austrian national team come out and give us some news in the next couple of days. Because otherwise I can see I can see that being a bit of a problem.
Well, fingers crossed. Well, that's all I'm hoping anyway. Fingers crossed, because really, I'm just gonna get the phone out as well. Well, I can't see many comments. I do apologise, guys, if you are commenting. We can't see anything. They are beeping, but we're not seeing many.
They're not coming through.
They're not coming through, but we will try and reply after as well the podcast. So
yeah, that's a bit weird. They were flicking through like hotcakes, and now they've stopped.
Yeah.
Well, so, have we got a dodgy internet connection?
No, we haven't. But I'm gonna have a look anyway. Well, I'm happy with Watson in the squad. Yeah, no, I'm looking at some of the stuff now. So I'm happy with Watson in the squad. Professional, don't mind. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame that Watson's gone. Watson was going to go because he's a good player, but like we said, he's not going to be in the squad. So
exactly, and against Bristol City as well, he was responsible for one of their goals by stupidly giving the ball away. In the middle of the pitch when he didn't even look. He just passed it thinking someone was going to be there, and the next thing you know, Bristol City players just bombing forward and going, oh, by the way, I'm going to put this in the back.
Taras Priskin, Colin was saying, Taras Priskin was sent off for Hungary.
Fantastic.
Half time. Siren, hello mate. New York. We are New York.
Oh, New York. Good evening, Siren. Good evening, sir.
Sorry guys, like I say, I've got my phone beside me now, so I'm checking all the comments. So apologies in advance. I know you've been sending all your comments, so we are trying to sort this out. So
we have a technical issue.
Slight technical one. It's never done it before because it's always come through, but I don't know why it hasn't come through. Let's see if we can refresh this. No, we can't.
No, we can't.
No, definitely not.
No. Take it down.
Take it down.
Take it down. We're back again.
Yeah. But I'm looking at them now anyway.
Tamas Priskin getting a red card. I wonder if it was for Malvin for constantly being flagged offside.
Yeah.
Because he was renowned for being offside all the time. I think I lost track. I remember one game at home he was flagged offside like 7 times in the space of one half. Yeah. That's how crazy it was. So yeah, the fact he's got a red card just really makes it. That makes my day actually. Probably would have got odds on that as well.
No, we would have done. Thing is, the Southampton game coming up. I mean, you look at it last season. What do you think we can improve on from last season's game to really push on? I mean, the formation for one thing. We're a far better assembled side than we were last season. I know it's before the window, but we are a much better side looking at it.
I think
coming into that game.
the thing we've got to look at with that is it's we just got to look at the back line. Who's available? Midfield. I think we said it not so long ago. The midfield and the strikers and the wingers are all sorted. We've just got some concerns of the guys at the back. Is Kabul going to be back fit enough? Can he play more than? Can he play 90 minutes? Cabaselli. I'd say Cabaselli at the moment is odds on to start. I think that's going to be a definite. I think depending on how serious the Prodal problem is.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see on that. But I think it's just the guys at the back. Firmino will revert back to right back. I'm guessing Holibas is just going to walk straight back in and get his place back.
Yeah, I think this game Holibas is going to be on left back. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with Firmino.
He's amazing. He's been one of our buys of the summer. Free transfer. Like I didn't really know much about him when he turned up, but like I say, I go back to the Brighton game again. That boy was absolutely brilliant. He just stood up to everyone and went, "Well, we've got 10 men, but I'm just going to run at you."
Burn, and also when he does make a mistake, if he does make a mistake, he's got time to check back. I've said this loads of times, but he's a perfect wing back.
Yeah,
right back, full back, wing back. No matter what you say, he's however you want to class.
And he's got skill. He can cross a ball, which is something we've been lacking.
So Holbas can put, when he wants to, he can put a very good delivery in. So we've got 2 of them. If Holbas is on it, we've got 2 that can flash
exactly.
And we can interchange them through the free kick, so we can either whip them in or have an
outswing or an in swinger. So it does. It does cover the bases. It covers all bases. So, but yeah, like I say, the midfield and the strikers are fine. We just have to be careful who's going to be fit for the back line. But it's probably almost picked itself, because you'd say Kabul. I'm actually going to stick my neck on the line, see how close I get. Back line for next Saturday at Southampton, I see it being Firmino, Kabul, Cabaselli, and Holibas. That's my back 4 for next Saturday. If anyone reckons it could be different, post it. Let us know.
I mean, Alan's put up a good point. That we've got Britos suspended. If Prodal, just say, for instance, I hope it's not. Prodal isn't fit. Britos suspended. Kabul injured. Will VAR come in?
You'll have to. And then you've got Mariappa as the backup.
Yeah, Maps. Yeah.
Which I could probably see happening. Or if
we're not to the bare bones yet, but
we're getting darn close to it.
Yeah, but we have got a stronger weight of options at the back than we did last season. That is something.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. We have, without a doubt, we have got a lot more stronger.
Maps can walk into there and do a job for us.
Yeah, he can do a job as centre back. Just don't ask him to go full back.
No. Just don't go full back. That's like Cathcart. Cathcart was the same. Just don't put him full back. I know we didn't have a choice last season, but you do put them where they need to play. They do a job for you, both guys.
Oh yeah, they will. He will do a job. He will do a job. That's clear as anything. So, yeah, I think and it depends on Pereira as well. Will he be fit enough? Will he have some travel?
Doyley's a free agent, yeah, Colin.
Doyley's a free agent.
Coutinho.
Bring that boy home. I'd say anyone in the seniority of Watford, please, will you bring home Lloyd Doyley for one more time? Just to give him the send off.
Nostalgia. Nostalgia then anything.
Can we just
bring him back?
Can we just give him the send off he rightfully deserves? Because no one knew on the last day when we were in the Championship at home at Sheffield Wednesday that was going to be his last game. No one knew. And I think it was only I'd have loved to have
5
seen
minutes to go or something in a game. So we can all give him a decent send off and do John Terry. Just let him walk off.
Yeah, just put the board up and let him walk off to a standing ovation. I've always said that from the word go. He should have been given one more game at the Vic to say goodbye.
Yeah, I'd love that. That'd be absolutely brilliant. It was as good as when Maps came back last season.
Yeah.
When I realised Maps was coming back, people said it was the English quota. Yes, it was some to do that, but also you knew there was a player with, surprisingly, a lot of Premier League experience. And you knew he was walking outside, like I said before, do a job. And he was there not just for nostalgia.
Yeah,
I was saying that Alan was saying to Pereira. I said Carrillo, Alan, I said Carrillo will start if Pereira isn't fit. Pereira won't be fit. I don't think he will be fit enough to start that. I hope he is. That would be really good.
I think
it depends. Back after the internationals, but
it depends how quick they wanted to come back after the internationals. Whether it's straight after first game back or whether they leave it for the second game.
I personally would leave it for the second game and start Carrillo.
Yeah, which then also begs the difficulty of the second game is Manchester City at home. So we've got to roll the dice at some point.
We've got to do it sometime. We might as well do it at Southampton because Man City, if we experiment too much,
they'll just walk all over us.
Yes,
and they will.
But you look what Bournemouth did to them, and they could have got at least a draw out of that.
Exactly, and if Watford have got any sense, they would have been looking at that as well. But they're probably not going to look at it straight away. They're going to leave it.
Yeah,
because they want to get Southampton out of the way first. So.
Colin, I do agree. Carrillo is a direct replacement for Amrabat. We knew that, and that's why I said that I expected him to go.
He's a direct replacement with a lot more skill.
I just can't wait for the three-pronged attack options that we've got now. I keep going on about it, but I really am excited by that. Yeah,
you've got options everywhere along that front.
Not just the forward line. We've got options. Yeah. I agree.
You've got options behind it. You can chop and change the midfield up. You could bring Capu in and take one of them out, and let them all push on.
You look when we do get our defensive lot back. I know it's a long time and it's a long season, but if we got them all back, we've got solid defensive cover.
But he has. I was going to say he has reiterated that he will need everyone this season. So if everyone stays fit at the right time, as you're called upon. Time to step up and do your job.
The players, a lot. I say, Britos has done his job this season. He's proved me wrong at the moment. So far, it's been wrong. I'm sending off. I'm not going to mention that. Just general performances. He's proved me wrong in terms of I've always knocked him, and I've said this loads of times. And I look forward to him giving people a selection A as well when he's back.
And I think the other thing with Britos is,
Prodil is Prodil. Yeah, Prodil's just class anyway. Prodil's Prodil.
He'll just intercept everything regardless. But the other thing with Britos I've seen this season is that every time he gets the ball, he's not looking to ping it long.
No.
He's instantly looking for the short option, whether it's left out to the left for Holibas or trying to knock it round so he sends like the Richarlison.
That's what me and Dino were saying at Deportivo game.
Yeah,
you saw the Sociedad, wasn't it? Sociedad.
Yeah, Sociedad.
So the Sociedad game was saying,
I was going to say, they wear blue and white stripes. So it was the same.
It's buzzed me mind. But you watched him. Badge. Yeah, it gives it away a little bit of a clue. But you saw him when he came out last season. He would have lumped it. You can have a look at that if you want, mate.
Yeah,
follow them up. You look at it last season when he had the ball, and Prodil did this as well. He immediately looked to play it out. to play a lump of ball cross field.
Mm.
This season, like you said, he looks to play the simple ball, start the midfield off, not bypass it. And all the players are doing that. Look, the fullbacks are looking to play like fullbacks and bomb on.
Mm-hmm.
And the back two are looking to start a play from midfield. Start from the back, play football from the back.
Exactly.
I say promising. I love the word promising.
Interesting one. Interesting one there. Britos is a liability. Well, he is and he isn't. On his day, he's good.
He was last season. Britos was last season. But this season, he's showing signs that we know he can play. We saw him the season before with him and Cathcart. They linked up to be a very good back two.
They did.
And Britos is easing his way back into that reckoning. Okay, let himself down and sending off. But performance-wise, up to that point, he looked quite solid.
Yeah.
He didn't look that bad.
He didn't look that bad.
And I'm quite rightly bigging him up now. Keep with 4-5-1, which then can switch to 4. See, when we attack Russell, we do play a 4-3-3. Yeah. But when we do defend, we drop them all back and just make it more awkward in midfield.
I think that seems to be a silver way of playing, that you want to, he wants to get bodies back behind the ball, but then when we get the opportunity to suddenly go, you know what, we've got this pace, bang, launch it and send everyone charging off.
I agree with Colin. Britos won't make that mistake again. He's apologised. He's out of his thing. Yeah. We move on. No one died. We moved on. Cathcart never got knockout. I keep saying Cathcart. Cathcart has got injured. Knockout, twattery. Yeah. Knockout never got injured. We'll move on and let's get Britos back to what he was so far this season.
Exactly.
Solid looking to play.
Yeah, like we said, what we said the other week. I'm sure something has already been said behind the scenes to him about what he did. Without a shadow of a doubt, they have said they. Sorry, guys, my voice is trying to really go.
Yeah, Britos and a fullback, and you can't really excuse the challenge, but I think he knew that he was beaten for pace many a time.
He was
by knockout, and
like I say, I still think it was premeditated. I think something got said. He found him up. Yeah. He just went, right, I'm going to take your legs.
But Holbass and Ziegler is going to be a very good combination. They are going to fight each other, and it's going to make Holbass into a better player.
Could you even play both of them at the same time? Push one further on.
Play him as a wing back winger.
Yeah. Could you do? Could see that happen?
It could do.
It could happen. He might have to unleash that at some point.
If we're 1-0 up and we're looking to hold it, I know we don't like doing this. If he decides to hold it last 5 minutes and brings one of them on as a left winger because of their defensive duties, just to shore it up a little bit. You can
exactly.
do that. I think that's the only time they're going to play. They're going to play. Right, that makes sense.
Surin, that's well done, mate. Well done. You've knackered him.
If he's knackered him, then no, we haven't got another defender. Don't let Surin near any of our defenders, please. Right, right. We'll put a poll up later, or someone put a poll up about who Surin's going to kick next. Get injured. List his hit list here.
Yeah, please don't let it be me. Please don't let it be me. I've only just come back from injury.
Right, no one who plays five aside. Just Watford first team players this time.
Yeah.
Anyway, just preempt his hit list. Let's see who he's going to kick next. Yeah. I reckon he's had a go at Cathcart.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah,
he's had a go at Cathcart, and I'm not happy with that. Britos.
Or he sent the sniper around.
I reckon. Apparently, his challenge on Britos is even worse than Britos' challenge on Knockout. So that's just.
So how long's your ban for that one?
Oh God!
Got to be at least 6 games you're getting for that.
Oh God! Paul Davis in 88 got banned for hitting Glenn Cottrell in the jaw or something. I don't know how I remember that one.
Well, I'll tell you.
So I reckon that's a 10-game ban for Surin.
Yeah, I do remember a Paul Robinson challenge from back in the day when he absolutely there's some geezer roasted him.
They reckon he didn't even pull out in training. He did those challenges in training.
And I remember seeing him sprint. And I remember seeing him sprinting back, and he knew he wasn't going to get the ball, and he just went, "You know what, mate? See you later," and just crunched him. 2-footed. The geezer went flying into the air, and the ref just had no choice. He went, sorry,
he's just confirmed it's Cantona style.
It's Cantona style.
It's Cantona style. That's all I can say.
Yes.
Right, we are putting a hit list out.
Yeah, there's a hit list now.
Look, Russell, that's the idea of the fullbacks. I love that as well when they bomb on. And also, these players, he must be telling them, look, if these guys push forward, pull back.
Yeah.
Or move across.
Yeah, and I think
the guys across.
And I think we did actually. I've seen that. We've seen that a couple of trying to be implemented a couple of times. Somebody bumped the. When we're getting a corner now.
Yeah.
Like when we're attacking and we're winning the corner, they're all looking at each other and saying, "Well, hang on a minute, who's going to go and who's going to stay?" And they're saying, "No, hang on a minute, you lot go and I'll stay."
Yeah.
But someone drops back, like outside the box, just in case we get sprung.
Yeah.
But the level of fitness in them already is magnificent. Seeing them, seeing Hollibat, I know he's been sent off and he's been suspended, but in the other games, he suddenly realised there was a problem, and boy, did that man sprint his backside off to get back. And that showed me that was dedication.
That feeds into the crowd as well, because they can see the players care. They want to get back. They want to work.
Yeah, and it was actually a miracle when you saw him sprinting back and making a challenge. You didn't get booked for it.
No.
So,
but like that brings back to the Firmino thing as well. And Ziegler does that as well. Holbass was starting to show that as well, where they're bombing forward and they're covering. They're not being stupid. They're not pushing so far forward now where there's no overlap, and they've got no one else to cover.
I think the other thing this season is as well that we've got the players have all got an understanding. They're all getting along with each other now.
Yeah.
Unless you could be Hollibass and Cafu, where you might still be falling out from last season at Middlesbrough away, but that's for another day. But for me, you can sort of see there seems to be a lot more unity in that team. Towards the end of last season, everyone was at 6s and 7s, and they didn't seem to want to play with each other.
I think the future is completely clouded as well. We came to a long, frustrating, hard season.
And I think Mazzari didn't help that by not speaking English. No. Or if he did speak English, it was crap.
Well, I saw it at the pre-season one. It's just, just forget it.
Yeah, he was. So for me, I think and I think the fact that Silva's come in, he can speak English. It's everyone. He's getting the message across. He's getting them across to him at the first attempt. He's not having to ask someone to say, "Well, assistant manager, you go and tell them what I need them to do." He's standing there and he is telling them what to do, which I think is fantastic. And I think that's what's bringing the team back together. And pundits have spotted that. The Sky pundits are saying it. And for Sky pundits to say stuff.
If anyone could get Mercer to apologise and turn his view, he's a winner in my book. Because we've obviously got doing something right, because he's been slaughtering us for at least 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. He's predicted to go down every season. He's already backtracked it, and he's publicly apologised. How do you sort that one out?
Like I say, promising, and we're moving on. And Southampton and Man City, I've said 4 points out of that.
Yeah, we're moving up. We're not looking back anymore. We're looking forward and going up. That's and that's the mentality we've got to have now.
We've got identity. We've got a clear vision of where we want to go. Well, especially last season, the season before, we know consolidation in a decent cup run, which we got.
Yep.
Last season, we supposedly had a clear vision. It just didn't work out. We know why.
Yep.
It didn't work out. This season, we've got our identity. We know how we play. We know how we want to play. And it's just a case of, can we not fall asleep after January? And no doubt, I'm confident we won't.
He's not going to let it happen.
No,
Silva's not going to let. He's seen
ruthless.
That.
He's been known to be ruthless with his players.
Yeah, he's seen it. He's seen that happen with us, and he's gone and he's walked in there and gone. You know what? If you're going to do that under me, I ain't even going to play you. And if you carry on doing it, I'll even consider selling you.
And we've got the squad to do it now.
And we have got the squad to do it.
Especially come January, we should have most of them fit as well.
Yeah, I was going to say that is one. I know we'll probably touch on it in the months to come.
Yeah.
But who do you buy in January if you're Watford? Do you buy anyone?
Guys, when we go off air, which we will soon, tell us who do you think we're going to buy in January?
I'll tell you what. I'll try and do a poll and I'll list some positions. Say yes or no. I'll try and see if I can create one.
Right. We're back on Thursday. Dino will be back with me Thursday. We'll preview more in depth with the Southampton game. Yeah. Probably cover most of the stuff we've done today, but also we'll put Surin's hit list on.
Yeah, so Surin, you're on watch, mate.
We'll get Surin's hit list on. So we will just remember, guys, if you want to do vlogs, let us know. We won't tell you no. Just do them. We'll put it on YouTube. We'll put them on here. And just keep adding your Watford mates. We're getting more and more people viewing this, get more and more comments. We do apologise that we couldn't see all the comments, but
we have had a technical issue tonight. We don't know what's gone on.
I will get the phone out on Thursday and we'll keep an eye on the comments. If I keep looking down at the phone, you know why, but we will try and get to everyone's comments.
And if you're going Southampton next week, let me know, because I am going out on the road for the first time this season, so I will be down there and I'm staying down there. So if you're going to the game, I'll see you in the bar.
Yeah, and also finally, Championship banter. If you're on that one, don't fund any of these Leeds fans wanting these people wanting
to sign Deeney. Yeah, just being
no, it's not even that. They're funding away trips and stuff like they're going on these. They're admins on these Championship banter groups. It's Leeds. They're dirty. just
they get enough tickets for away games as it is.
Don't even give them 50p because it buys them food for the week. So. Don't let them starve. We hate Leeds.
Yes, we all
hate
Leeds.
As Luton.
Hang on, sorry, you get that. Sorry.
Right, this will be on YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube. WD18. Have a look at them as well.
Yeah.
We'll plug a few other things as well. There is a Live at 7 podcast that we will be shouting out from Thursday onwards for one of our good mates who's shouting out for us now. So we will be doing more detail on that, guys. So go on, you finish off, mate.
Yeah, like I say, well, I'll see you at Southampton. I'll see you all at Southampton. And apart from that, thanks for watching. And it's goodbye for me.
It's goodbye for him.
See you later.